No Rumbly and Pooh's Tumbly is the first segment of the seventh episode of the first season of My Friends Tigger and Pooh, and this one is pretty sweet. Pooh Bear wakes up and there's a disruption to his morning routine, as usually his tummy will rumble and he's thrown off because it doesn't, and the super sleuths have to try and work out why it doesn't rumble. And what's really interesting with this, and I'm quite impressed with this, is that it doesn't assume the viewer knows that stomachs rumble when one is hungry. And this is part of the mystery that they have to solve. They then have to work out why Pooh isn't hungry. And I was genuinely curious to work out what was going on. I had my suspicions. I wasn't, well, I was kind of correct. I had a feeling he'd done something that would make him not hungry, but I won't say exactly what happens. But I thought it was a really fun narrative and definitely something that young viewers can relate to. I think rumbling stomachs can be very fascinating to children because it's a peculiar sound coming from inside of them, and it's a great way to encourage them to eat healthy, regular meals to stop their stomach from rumbling. And I think it definitely makes them more aware of their own bodies and the sounds that they make and when they feel hungry. And as I said, I wasn't expecting, pleasantly surprised, that they didn't assume the viewer knew that rumbling tummies meant hunger. And I think that was very cleverly done. And the animation is obviously really great, and the pacing of the narrative is great. And as I said, even me with my 31-year-old brain was genuinely curious to find out if my suspicions were correct with what had stopped his stomach from rumbling, and I found it to be rather delightful, very adorable, very educational, beautifully animated, very well paced. No Rumbly and Pooh's Tumbly is definitely a good episode.